Two new Anthem bugs just popped up this morning, and if anyone wants to know what's going on, just head on over to Reddit and you'll get an up-to-date report on players and their experiences. The first one has to do with the removal of support items that increase your stats on damage for melee attacks, combos, your weapon procs, and ult damage. This all occurred with the latest patch. Since patch, game scales damage of condos, ults, procs, and melee based on average item level you have equipped, but if you don't have item equipped at all, it does not take that slot into account in calculation at all, meaning by removing the low-level support item boosts your average item level for purpose of the calculation. This sounds like some kind of funky formula that wasn't tested properly. Instead of things just being cumulative, like equipping items and gear, which should increase a stat, now removing gear increases multiple stats because that gear has a negative base stat calculation result. It's hard to say exactly without seeing the formula, but this is just lazy game design, development, and testing all over again. This is poor game design because it allows a developer to later cause such a problem. And now it's bad development because the developer didn't bother to test this thing properly. They're the ones who actually makes the mistake, and they didn't care about the math or how to properly fix whatever bug they had tried to fix in the patch previously. And it's bad testing because the QA, and I'm beginning to question whether a QA even exists at this point, didn't have their own battery of tests. Now the next bug is one that's potentially existed for almost 3 weeks now, and that's some really weird exploit that allows you to replenish your health, shields, and hovering cooldown to max whenever you weapon swap during your cast of your ultimate ability, which is only for the storm javelins. Check it out on the PC Gamer post because there's a video there. Now, also on Reddit, The Division is coming out in 2 days, but some players have early access, and they posted on the Anthem Reddit, and these are his experiences. 1. Swap weapons on the fly. Pick up and switch with loot you just found with one push of a button. 2. 0 loading screens. 0, aside from game launch, and the graphics are outstanding, with stable 60 FPS, PC anyway, RIP consoles. 3. Loot upon loot and activities to use said loot. Number 1 was a feature in the 2017 Anthem trailer where we saw someone pick up and equip Jara's Wrath. You don't even know what you pick up now, and thus you can't equip it anyway, and can only find out and equip what you got when you return to base. Point number 2, Anthem has ridiculously long and a large number of loading screens. And for point number 3, the loot and the chance of getting it in Anthem pretty much sucks. So, bravo! Anthem, already a game that hasn't been released yet, is doing better in early access for the things Anthem was supposed to do, in the gameplay and balance department at least. The Division 2 took less than 3 years to develop, as the Division 1 was released on March 8th, 2016. Bravo, Bioware.